Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week of October 2nd to the 8th, 2023. First card out for you is Beast with the number 33. There is creative expansion and growth. By the way, before I started your reading, I had a vision of you taking on more or like accomplishing more in terms of quantity, okay? So whatever goal you have in your life right now, I see you upping the quantity of your performance and what you're doing. For example, if your goal is to get strong, get healthy, I see you going to the gym more in October, like as a whole month, not even just this week, just the whole month of October. I'm seeing this. Okay, I'm also seeing like if you do some sort of creative work, I'm seeing you do more this month. And this week is obviously the first week of October, so I see you sort of stepping into that energy, okay? So I just wanted to point that out. I had that vision as I was shuffling your cards. So anyways, Beast says conflict, competition, arguments, aggression, tension, and oppressors. Capricorn, I'm actually seeing you working on anger issues, honestly. I see this strongly for Capricorn. Really acknowledging what triggers your anger, why it's being triggered, and what you can do to sort of help this and, get out of this cycle of being tense, being angry, at whatever it is. Maybe you just have road rage and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I need to work on that. I need to become better at this. What can I do? All right. Or maybe you get into arguments with your loved ones. Maybe you get frustrated with them very easily or over specific issues. And you're saying to yourself, how can I overcome these anger issues? Calm down a bit. Okay. Next, we have release. Exactly. You're letting go of any negative emotions and tensions that you are holding on to. This is the crown chakra energy. You are releasing, you are letting it go. Oh my gosh, that song from like the early 2000s just came into my head, but I can't remember who sings it, or like I barely even remember the lyrics. It's like, let the rain fall down. I don't remember. I haven't heard that song in years. If you know what song I'm talking about with that little bit of lyric, like comment it down below. But yeah, I'm seeing letting go. I'm seeing this more so feels like an emotional release of like your attachment, like releasing your attachment to issues, concerns, or people that just trigger you. Okay. Next, we had actually two cards come out for you: All That Glitters and New Life. Okay, wow. So all that glitters, the rest of this quote is isn't gold, right? All that glitters isn't gold. And we even see here some masks on top of a pile of gold here. And I'm actually viewing this in quite a positive light. I feel like the masks are coming off in your connections here, and you're revealing your innermost self more deeply to the people around you, and they're gonna reveal themselves to you as well. And you're gonna see that behind that mask that they were wearing, and by mask, I don't necessarily mean a bad thing. We all wear masks. When we first meet someone, we put on a certain image, our customer service voice, if you will. And, as you get to know someone more deeply, you naturally like let your walls down a bit, become more comfortable, and let your weird self sort of shine through, right? So that's what I'm seeing, more of your weird self shine through for certain individuals in your life. And you're going to start seeing people open up to you a bit more, and you're going to like see through the cracks of that mask within them. And you're like, I don't know, I'm specifically seeing an image in my mind of like, they're going to start laughing really hard and like smiling and like just really being their most authentic self, which is beautiful because when people are in that comfortable version of themselves, they're actually their most attractive. So I feel like someone's going to let you in on that this week and kind of show you, who they really are. So I do see beautiful stuff there with that. Especially like I'm seeing specifically coworkers and romance here. So someone's going to show you more of their natural self, their smile. This could even be a friend who like you may not have seen smile in a long time. They may have been going through a tough time. And I feel like some of their warm, authentic self comes through, who they are without the traumas, who they are without, putting a wall up is going to shine through, which I think is really beautiful. Masks are coming off and there's gold underneath. Okay, we have new life coming as well. I'm seeing new energy returning. Some of you may have gone through some sort of medical procedure, or someone in your life may have actually been going through a tough time with their health, and they may have recovered from that, and that may be why you're seeing their old self come through. I'm seeing for some of you watching, this is a dog. This may, like, one person watching this may be an animal that you know, and they may have had an issue, and it's like, you know, you take them to the vet, they get the issue fixed, and it's like you see their old puppy self back, you know. This could be with anyone in your life though who may have went through some health issues, and it's like, oh my gosh, now they're finally, like, a new life is emerging within them, and you feel so happy about it. This could even be you for some of you, or some of you may have, like, switched medication for something, or I don't know. It's an energy like that, very specific. I'm seeing, like, really positive health change, whether it's due to, like, a procedure that was needed, a certain medication, certain treatment to make your or someone else's health better. And it's like they have gotten that treatment, or you have gotten that treatment, and it's like your old happy self comes back. So, or their old happy self comes back, and it's so fun to see and interact with them when they're like that, because maybe for a while, you know, there was this wall, sort of, you know, there was seriousness, there was tension, and I see here, you know, it's just looking good. I like it. All right, so we're gonna get 9 tarot cards this week, 3 rows of 3 from the Murder of Crows Tarot. First card out for you is, oh my gosh, this card again. Guys, okay, I don't use this deck that often, and another group had, this is the Devil card, okay, but in this deck, they really, like, made it, like, so sexual for no reason. Oh my gosh, and I'm getting goosebumps again. Oh man. So these goosebumps are telling me, you know, this card may actually, oh, and I didn't want this to be like a 18 plus reading, guys, but you know what? I can't control how your week is gonna go. I'm just reading for you, okay? Y'all are the freaks. I'm just, I was gonna say, it came out right underneath the Beast card. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, someone's like being a beast in the bedroom or something. Oh my gosh. And maybe it's because their health is returning. Maybe, you know, they had poor health, or like they were just depressed or something, I don't know. And it's like their authentic self is coming back through. So I don't know what y'all are doing. Y'all are a bunch of freaks. You know, it's none of my business, but it was the first card to come out, so there you have it. But also, like, in a real sense of what the devil means here, I feel like in the past several weeks or months, you know, you may have actually been dealing with some either like toxicity from certain individuals or situations in your life, just some tough energies, feeling stuck, okay? You know, it's a situation where it was out of your control, I feel. You know, so this could have been with someone else. Like, someone else might have been going through some issues and they weren't able to give you what you deserve, and then that may have caused some, like, arguments, tension, whatever, in which case that may have been the area of your life where you were trying to figure out your anger issues, or getting into these conflicts, because it's like, this is out of my control, it's out of their control, why am I getting so angry over this? So that may have been what you were dealing with in the past few weeks or months. I don't know if that resonates with any of you. Very specific messages. Also, some of you may have been just going through, like, again, just, I'm coming back to, like, more toxic, situations that you were stuck in that you had no control over, or it seemed like you had no control over. So I do wonder if you are sort of releasing that mentality that you can't do anything here, because you certainly can. Okay, second card out is the 8 of Swords in reverse. Exactly. Okay, I like this card in reverse next to the devil, because it shows me that you're starting to take more accountability for your own happiness here in the present moment. You know, you may have been saying, like, oh, well, I'm unhappy because my partner is going through this, and this can't be resolved for another several months or weeks or whatever. And it's like, no, you actually can be in charge of your happiness right now. You don't have to wait for happiness. It reminds me of, like, oh, I don't like the age my kids are at. You know, it'll be easier when they're older. And then once they're a teenager, you're like, oh, I'm raising a teenager. It's such a headache. You know, it'll be so much better when they move out. And then they move out and you're like, oh, my husband, my wife, they just complain all the time. But, you know, they're going through health issues. Once this gets resolved, I'll be happy. And then it's like that. You know, the cycle just keeps going, you know. Happiness is a choice that you have to make in the present moment, regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in, okay? And I see you kind of freeing yourself and releasing, you know, that feeling of being stuck in unhappiness, okay? So some of you guys are actually overcoming mental health issues, specifically depression and anger issues, okay? Next, third part out we have is, ooh, the World, okay? This deck is low-key kind of spicy. I like it. Anyways, this is a beautiful card. It is the final card of the Major Arcana, and it shows the completion of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle, and it's coming out right underneath that new life energy. Yeah, new life energy. We're letting go of the past. We are stepping into the future. All right. Second row out, fourth card is the Ace of Wands in reversed. And it is right underneath that Devil card. And those of you who read tarot, you know what the Ace of Wands sometimes mean. Okay, it can mean sex stuff. All right. It can mean passion. And it's in reversed here. Wow. I hate them. I hate you guys for making me channel these messages today. I feel like your sex life, for a lot of you, it seemed to have been blocked for whatever reason. And in particular, some of you, I'm seeing either you or your partner was going through a health issue, and I'm seeing like erectile dysfunction for some of you. I'm seeing like, I don't know, just something that, you know, made it not so good here. It could have even been like mental health as well, getting in the way. And I don't know why it's coming through so strongly this week. I wonder if like things are going to be resolving or starting to resolve here. But yeah, also I want to say like you're not stuck experiencing displeasure in that area of life. Like there's a lot you can do with the circumstances. Get creative, you know. Why do people I can go on a whole tangent about that. Get creative. You know, you can enjoy that area of your life right now with or without a partner, first and foremost. And like regardless of the circumstances, like if you get a little creative, you can make this really fulfilling for you, for your partner, for whoever's involved. Okay, like moving on. Center of your spread. We have the Page of Swords in reversed. Okay. This is what it looks like upright. I feel like there is more communication that is needed here. Something may be displeasing to you that you're gonna open up about, or you're feeling guided to open up about, all right? Some of you aren't gonna do this. You might chicken out. But you need to speak up is what I'm saying here. Closed mouths don't get fed. If something in your life, you know what, with Ace of Wands in reverse, I'm actually feeling like for some of you, if this is a romantic situation, for example, it's like you want more of that passion, you know? You want more of that like attention, you know, you want good morning texts, good night texts, you want to be ravished in the bedroom. Like, I don't know what you want, you know what you want. And I feel this weird fear of like just communicating that with whoever it may concern. And I feel like that is an area where the mask needs to come off. You know, all that glitters isn't gold. Someone, and I feel like it may be your partner, if this is love, may not know that you are not super pleased with something, or they may not even know that something's bothering you if you never actually directly communicated about it. So I am seeing here this need to overcome a fear of communicating your true feelings. And you may be intuitively picking up some mirroring going on where you just intuitively feel like someone else may not be communicating their feelings, or something may be bothering them and they're not telling you. It's because you're mirroring each other, okay? And once you start to feel more comfortable opening up and just expressing what, you know, doesn't please you, or what you need to feel pleasure, what you need to feel loved, I feel like that will give the other person the green light to do the same. It's like you're both two little scaredy cats who just want to like open up and have this discussion about the more difficult or challenging aspects about your friendship or relationship. But there's fear here because it's a difficult conversation, you know, and I feel like that's what stops you. It's never comfortable to, you know, open up and say like, hey, you're doing this, and like, I'd rather you do this, or like, I don't like this, you know. Giving constructive criticisms is a skill, okay? And I feel like there's definitely a line between what is constructive versus what is destructive. And I feel like if you have someone in your life who gives genuine support and constructive criticism, oh my gosh, do not let them go. And you should embody those qualities as well. You know, that's what a true friend is. I wouldn't have a true friend. If I was out here making a fool of myself and all my friends didn't say anything, they're not real friends, okay? Now, if they gave me constructive criticism like, hey, Laura, you're acting a little sloppy here, let's get it together. That would be awesome. You know, and doesn't it suck to have someone in your life who is bothered by a certain behavior of yours, but they don't say anything. Like, doesn't that feel not good? It's like, if you don't tell me what's wrong, I can't correct it. You know, I don't want you to build secret resentment towards me. I want you to be honest about how you're feeling. And you know what? This is like, I'm seeing it's from both sides. You need to do that to someone and they need to do it to you. And you know what? You're the one watching the reading. So I say, why don't you be the one to initiate this change, okay? Sixth card out is the Five of Swords. Conflict. Conflict. Convict. Music. Yeah, you know, I see you winding and grinding up on the floor. Oh my gosh, guys, what are you doing this week? Why am I... Oh my gosh, that song, literally the chorus is like, I wanna love you. It's about making love. Like, y'all are freaks. Like, calm down. Are you like taking some new medicine or like doing something that is like just sending your sex drive into overdrive? Because in all my years reading tarot, this may be one of the like horniest readings I've done for a sign. Oh my gosh, what are you guys getting into? Anyways, we have the card of conflict and arguments, and then we have the Five of Swords to sort of clarify that this is also a card of conflict. Okay, so you know what? And it's coming out right next to that Page of Swords reversed. It's like, if you just communicate it, it won't turn into this big conflict. I feel like it turns into a conflict when it simmers in your brain for too long. And it's like, if you just expressed yourself, all right, I feel like it wouldn't. So let's see the final row here. Seventh card out, Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah, guys, no mind games. No mind games, okay? No passive aggressive communication here. All right, no hidden resentments, no hidden feelings. It is time to express yourself, okay? We have the Judgment card coming out, making a good judgment. All right, bringing something back from the past could even be happening as well for some of you, or like the past is coming back to you in some way, shape, or form. All right, and your final card out is the Six of Wands in reversed. And that's what it looks like upright. This is a card of success, popularity. It is in reversed here. All right, I feel like, first off, Capricorn, there's a lot of eyes on you. There's a lot of a lot of attraction going on here, a lot of passion, a lot of people, you know, wanting to know you real well. So there's that, first and foremost, especially with the World card here. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, you're very attractive this week. And you certainly have multiple people who are interested in you, I see here. And you know what? I just feel like that song Say So by Doja Cat is also coming into my head. It's like, that came out for another sign this week too. And the chorus to that is like, if you want it, say so, you know? And it's, you know, about like, you know, like if you want me, say it. If you want to get in my pants, say it. If you love me, say it. Like, why are we hiding feelings here, you know? And it kind of talks about that intuitive feeling, because she knows, you know, she knows, but like the other person is not saying it. So it's like, you can't, it has to be brought down into 3D, you know. We're spirits, right? You know, we're spiritual beings, we're 5D entities, and you're in touch with that because you're watching tarot readings. However, you know, we came here to have a human experience. You know, what's the point of having this spiritual connection with someone, these feelings for someone, if it's not manifested in the physical reality, if you're not saying it with your words, if you're not touching me, if you're not hugging me, like, what is the point? Which is why sometimes I feel like the spiritual community, and especially the tarot community, can like take this twin flame stuff like totally out of hands, you know, like out of not hands, way too far, you know. When you're doing no contact readings, things like that, it's like, listen, remember, we came here to be a human. If someone's not contacting you, bye. All right, see you later or not, I don't care. You know, get what you want in the present moment. And that takes us back to what we said earlier. Happiness is something you find in the present moment. Stop waiting for it to happen. Stop waiting for someone to show up for you in the way you need them to. If they're stuck in, you know, some sort of problem, like, that's it, their issue. So I don't know. There's a lot going on this week for you guys, okay? I I feel like this passion that we kept picking up on is sort of clouding my judgment in your reading. So I feel like it's clouding your judgment because I'm like picking up on your energy, right? So, I mean, oh my God, your lust is making you not be able to think straight is what I want to say here. And, you know, especially with the Queen of Cups in reverse coming out right underneath that Ace of Wands, right underneath that Devil card, like, it's hard for you to remember your logical, emotionally mature side when, you know, your hormones are just going wild, okay? Anyways, also I'm seeing someone from the past, like I'm looking at this Judgment card and the card surrounding it. Someone from the past is still kind of obsessed with you, I'm seeing. Definitely still stuck on you. It's in the row of the Eight of Swords reversed here, having a hard time releasing you. All right, so I don't know, I'm seeing that as well. If you're intuitively picking up on that, like someone from your past who's still stuck on you, it definitely, and they could even be like checking you out from a distance. You may notice they watch your stories or they like your posts, things like that, like checking you out on social media or through mutual friends, you know, however they check you out, they're still there, all right? There may have been some tension there, some conflicts with them though. So on a very logical level, it's not healthy to go back to that. But like you intuitively pick up on this. And again, it's like, if you're feeling it, say something. So that's a little frustrating. I hate that. But, you know, that's your reading, guys. I want to keep reminding you that we do have this new life card. So this is like new energy and judgment. There's like a new awakening being woken up this week. All right. So feelings may be discussed. You may notice some more actions to sort of, bring things along further there. So yeah, enjoy your week, guys. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus because it'll give you some more insights into this situation or whatever else is going on in your week. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my Goddess Energy Intention Oil there and my spiritual life coaching there. Like this video, comment how it resonated, and subscribe if you have not already. Bye-bye.